Seaside Marine. We're here today to talk about wakeboarding and water skiing. We'd like to take you through some products, the boats that we use, talk about the places we go, talk about where you can meet up with your friends and go and have a great day out on the water. It's a fantastic family sport. We've done it for a long time, so we'd like to show you around and show you what you can use to get yourself out there on the water. Welcome aboard our fantastic Malibu VLX. I'd like to take you through and show you why wakeboarding boats are a little bit different to what ski boats are. The most obvious feature on a wakeboard boat is the tower. So most boats that are used for wakeboarding carry a wakeboard tower. The reason for that is that it gives us a tow point that's up high in the centre of the boat. That stops our ropes bellying into the wake when we're actually riding in to do big air tricks. So it keeps it up nice and high, keeps it up out of the boat, and obviously when we're up in the air, the rope's not trying to pull us back down towards the water or get caught and belly in the wake. So that's the most obvious feature. Then from there you move on, and we have most wakeboard boats will carry, particularly in Malibu, in their wake setter series they carry ballast, and the reason we carry ballast is there are built-in tanks that we fill full of water, and this loads the boat and helps it displace more water, hence it makes our wake a lot bigger. And the bigger the wake, the bigger the tricks we're able to do behind the boat because it gives us more airtime and more pop. So what happens is these boats can go from a beginner where we really don't run much ballast, and then as you progress you can add ballast and your riding progresses, your height gets better, your tricks get bigger, you get more distance across the wake. So the boat's able to adapt to all different riding styles. It's a little bit different to ski boats. Ski boats you won't carry ballast, there's no reason to carry ballast in a ski boat. It's all about actually making the wake the right size and shape for wakeboarding and wake skating. This is one of the exciting new engines in the Malibu range. This is the 350 Monsoon engine. This engine runs catalytic converters, so it's a very, very clean engine. It's clean for the environment. It has a really, really good muffled exhaust system on the boat. It's a full multi-point injected engine. It's 5.7 litre and it produces 350 horsepower. It's what we call a V-drive engine, being that it's in our wake setter VLX. So it has a forward neutral reverse gearbox, and then it also has the addition of a V-drive, which enables us to mount the engine in the rear of the boat. Gives us a lot of cockpit space in the boat, a lot of seating in the boat for up to 13 people in this particular model. But keeps it very quiet. It's all contained in the lockers in the rear of the boat, and they're a fantastic thing to drive with that engine on board. Lots of torque and lots of horsepower to pull people out of the water, so it's fantastic. Okay everyone, I'd like to take you now through a Malibu Response. This is a standard ski boat. This is the smallest boat in the Malibu range, and this is your traditional ski boat that family people buy for skiing, a little bit of wake skating, riding disc, plank, freeboard, all of the different style of ski equipment. So I'd like to take you on board now and we'll go through some of the features on this boat. Welcome aboard. Okay, so you'll notice now on a ski boat in comparison to the wake setter we were on previously, we don't have the tower on this boat. They are able to be fitted to a traditional ski boat, but because the boat doesn't carry a lot of ballast, the wake tends to not be very big behind a ski boat. It's really aimed at being a nice soft wake. So when you ski across it on equipment, skis, planks, discs, freeboards, those sorts of items, the wake doesn't upset your riding. It's quite smooth. So instead of having quite a sharp, heavy lip in your wake and a solid lip in your wake to give you pop on a board, these tend to be softer and flatter. So it's just a more general riding boat. You can still wakeboard behind them. You have the ability to put a tower on, but without ballast, you tend not to be able to make the wake size or shape any bigger than what it is as a standard boat. They also run a little bit different. They've got the engine mounted in the middle of the boat. The reason they do that in comparison to a rear mount is it gives us that centre of balance in the boat, and we run a negative 15-degree shaft angle, and what that does for us is we don't have any prop wash coming up into the middle of our wake. So when you're skiing, you go across and it's a nice smooth wake across the back of the boat rather than having prop wash or a lot of weight into the rear of your boat. You'll also notice that the tow point, the main tow point, is in the centre of the boat. It also stops the boat yawing, and it's quite low, so it keeps a nice level, low rope for when you're doing tournament style skiing, or if you're a good slalom skier. Keeps your rope down nice and low. It's not jerking you around as you go out and you pull back in. You can run quite short main lines and accelerate quite hard out of your turns on your ski. So that's your main tow point here in the centre of the boat. It has seating for 6 adults. It's got the double seat up here for basically a couple of passengers, plus a rear lounge. There's some quite big storage lockers in these boats for skis. The wake setters tend to have more board racks because of the tower, and your boards can stay up on the racks and they're easy access. On a ski boat, skis are longer, so we tend to put them away in lockers. You also notice the boat's not quite as deep. Again, the boat's not there to displace a lot of water, so it doesn't get buried into the water with the ability that the wake setter has to fill it full of water in the ballast tanks. This one doesn't need that, so we keep them a little lower. They're a nicer, softer wake, and generally the boat is a fun boat to drive for the general family boat that want to get into skiing and some basic wakeboarding.